Howdy folks, I'm going to share with you from the Owner's Manual to Prosperity and a Better Life for Hindus, Christians, Jews, Muslims, Buddhists, and everybody else. This is the introduction. Since the beginning of time, various individuals have excelled over all others, sometimes even in extraordinary ways. Why can't you be one of them? You need to begin by asking, who am I? Don't be fooled. This is almost an impossible question to answer. If you feel as if you reach the limit of your potential for success in all aspects of life, then you probably don't need to hear this book or any other for that matter. But if you're one of those who seek greater fulfillment in life, this is the book for you. Would you like to have better quality interaction in your relationships than you have now? Would you like to have more peace in your home? Would you like to have better communication skills? Did you ever wonder why some people seem to succeed in every area of life while others just plod along? How do they do it? What's the personal secret to effectiveness that leads to success? You'll not achieve personal success by spending all your time only looking out and not within, living on some form of autopilot. One main asset of the successful person is that their responsibility to themselves has kept them persistently working until their momentous breakthrough. Being responsible to yourself is the key to mastering every facet of life, from working on one's marriage, getting married, pursuing a career, to developing into an increasingly whole and balanced human being. Blame is perhaps the greatest hindrance to self-responsibility. The responsibility for failure or success rests only on you. The successful person didn't give up and blame this or that for his failure. They did what needed to be done. They took control of their life, and this is why they are successful. Start now. Move forward on the road towards personal achievement and happiness. It's up to you to edit the movie of your life any way that you so choose. This is a book about empowerment, a tool for your awakening, rejuvenation, and healing, a tremendous resource that can transform ourselves and the world we live in to a better place if we apply the wisdom we gain from reading it to our daily life. A guide to succeed in whatever it is you choose to do, whether we're talking about how to wake up best in the morning, or how to have the force to be a great leader or an excellent team player. This is a manual about life and how to live it at its fullness. The visionary, authoritative, capable, motivational, and have broad vision. A book about ways of taking responsibility for your life that will lead to success. On becoming the kind of person who exudes a certain magnetism that attracts people. We shall discuss maintaining healthy interpersonal relationships. Throughout the pages of this book, we shall seek to restore the missing pieces that our lives, so that our lives will become whole and we're in balance. Consciousness is the sum total of what we know and what we experience. It contains the possibility of opening towards new horizons, to illuminate the whole of our lives, comprehending all aspects of human life, the world of nature, and the laws of truth that govern the universe, to harness natural law and divine, wholesome energies in nature, to transform our consciousness from the dark night of ignorance to the perpetual day of enlightenment. Consciousness has the potential for growth on all levels of existence, the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. It's possible to expand awareness in all these components of life like muscles that can be stretched and enlarged with proper exercise. We're going to work to become the best that we can be in all aspects of our lives. We're going to seek new ways of going about doing just about everything. Better ways. We will learn what is impeding our growth and how to remove or change these factors. Life is continually renewing itself. We are not dead yet, but we still are able to grow. A southern sage once said, if it ain't broken, why fix it? Is ignorance really bliss? Is it not about time that you really start enjoying the feast of life? This book presents the universal answer. It aims at bringing you to an awareness of something more than meets the eye. It is a journey towards wholeness. Also a search for purpose and meaning in life. From these pages, you will feel touched in every sense of the word, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You will have a transformational experience. Your own inner spirit from working these pages will guide you to a more healthy way of life. The past few decades have seen the renewal of interest in the field of health and its connection with human consciousness. We have come to discover that what we run through our minds has its effect on the body. This is being confirmed by the newly emerging science of psychoneuroimmunology. How you think determines your level of success, which ultimately affects how your immune system combats disease. Everybody knows that stress leads to hypertension, which kills. We shall learn some of the most effective ways of dealing with such problems and other aspects of harnessing the power of the mind in positive ways. Remember, the human mind is the noblest endowment of the creation. The liberty of thought, the force of creativity, is one of its greatest virtues. Everything that's alive follows a rhythm. We breathe, our heart beats. We look at ways of bringing harmony and balance to the rhythms of life. Finally, before it's too late, we must stop and realize that we don't have to do it alone. We are not here to work for our personal interests alone. There is more to life than filling your belly and your desire for sex. Also, life must have greater purpose than being born, raising your children, hoarding possessions like a weasel, paying your bills, and then dying. Yet to millions of people, these things are precisely what they live for. If these things are removed from their lives, it becomes empty, and they would find it completely intolerable. Most people go through life in a haze. They really have no idea who they are, what's going on, and why they are here. Most people are numb, desensitized, not in contact with what's going on inside. They're like a leaf blown in the wind, a ship tossed at sea, an aimless face in a crowd, going with the flow to nowhere. How can people feel as if life is so meaningless and it serves no purpose? We're born, we die, and that's it? This naturally leads to the question, what is spirituality? Spirituality is awareness and participation in the return of the divine energy to its source, and the flow of this energy outward, giving life, animating our world. Whether for healing, renewal, or just finding a better taste in your food, it all comes from God. All happiness in life is there. The process of returning is also called repentance, and this is the nature of the universe. Everything returns to its root, which is directly attached to its source. It's to be attached to the infinite, the eternal essence of the universe, which is an unfailing fountain of life that flows forever. It's God as the mother of all earth, mother of all things. God, manifesting as Mother Earth, provides us with our temporary abode, our body. For this, you should have true affection and attachment. If you work to maintain this relationship, then you no longer have to rely only upon yourself. You can count on help in whatever you do. It is God who gives life to all things. With virtue, He nurses, grows, shelters, comforts, nourishes, and embraces them. Life is an opportunity to become a master of the divine energy. It is you who closes and opens this wellspring. You may have created blockage of the flow of this fountain. This you'll have to clean up so the flow will continue as is proper once again. In the ancient times when the Bible was written, there were those who came to understand the spiritual unfolding and matters of providence. I'll share with you some rare instruction, precious guidance that comes from the highest realm. With these discoveries, we shall learn to involve our mind, body, spirit, and soul together in a holistic way in all we do. It is in these issues that we shall work with, learn, and grow. What do you do to keep your spirit alive? Someone will tell you, I'm a good person, I don't harm anyone. My first reaction is not whether they cause harm. I prefer to ask, how much good do you do? May you have success in all your endeavors. Now we're going to enter into the first chapter. It's called, What Will God Do With Me? The first thing you need to know, realize, and see is that you are not alone. Ever. If one does not believe and know that God manifests in his own life and its providence, how can he have faith in the fact that God is involved in all that happens everywhere? Every day we encounter signs that point to an active presence of spirit. Everything that happens inside and outside of us is brimming with spiritual meaning, points of connection with spirit. You need to find holiness in everyday life. By this also one may experience the mystical moment. One may see it, hear it, grasp it. Yet it has no form, is unseen and unheard, being elusive and evasive. God himself presents himself as an undefinable oneness. A glimpse of the divine is everywhere. Seeing the patterns emerging in life awakens us. All things are fuel for this awareness. This is the meaning of what happens to us in nature and the cosmos. And those things others see only as chance or strange coincidence, although they have a subtle yet undeniable uncanny quality. Here God reveals himself, and then at once is concealed. Unfortunately, most people don't have a clue about what's going on. God is always trying to make contact, but they don't perceive this. The whole universe is there to support our spiritual awareness. The universe is saturated with purpose and meaning. Our universe is directed by a powerful creative intelligence, an ordering principle of truly astonishing power, complexity, and beauty. God can be observed in the constant regularity of the universe. We can see this wonder when looking at modern science concerning the wondrous exacting complexity at the atomic and cellular level, to the wonders of the movements of the stars and planets, constellations. And these things also is evidence of the subtle truth of the divine in creation of God. One of the greatest expressions of God is the natural flow of energy transformation in the universe. You need to realize the constancy and patterns occurring in your own life is found in the deep nature of the universe. Awareness of this leads to recognition of one's own immutable spiritual nature. God is behind all phenomena. Everything in the universe is directed by his laws of nature. Just as our own breath. The violation of this law leads to disaster. Stop breathing for a while. Adherence to the law is blessing, but remain in harmony with God and his universe. The highway to elevated consciousness exists in recognizing the sacred in everyday life. When one investigates the natural, they will find at its core the supernatural. It's a process of continually practicing self-awareness, bringing greater attention to the contents of everyday experiences, sensations, and thoughts and feelings. The awareness of our inner and outer lives.